Hello, and welcome back to Mindfully Rich Podcast, your weekly look at life and finances with a twist where we talk about improving your overall relationship with money and building better financial habits. On each episode, I'll discuss real life situations and give y'all practical advice. The point of this podcast is to help you stay in your financial lane so you won't end up broke. I'm the creator and host, Richie. Now, let's jump into today's conversation. What's up, y'all? I'm back for another episode, and it is episode 77 to be exact. That's right. Go ahead, throw me my flowers. If I had some buttons or some horns, bom, 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 all of that, you will hear it right now, okay? Because that's the one thing that I wanted to create with this podcast is consistency. Now, have there been some times that I have not brought an episode that week? Yes, but, big but. Okay, I have still managed to throw in an extra episode or two just to ensure that y'all still have some content to listen to. And I just want to say big thank y'all, big up to all of y'all because y'all are the reason why I do this podcast. I'm hoping that the perspective that I'm giving you on this podcast and my opinions, right? Because everybody talk, right? Everybody talks. Everybody has an opinion. Y'all don't have to listen in, but y'all choose to, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not following me on Instagram, I'm at mindfully_rich_podcast. That is the only social media platform that I'm really messing with at this time, okay? I'm a simple person. So doing too much, like, especially with this being a one-woman ran team, okay? It's just me, y'all, okay? And because it's just me, I don't feel like posting on Twitter, posting on Facebook, posting on any of the other ones or whatever. Mess with me at Instagram, okay? That's where I'm going to be at. And so for today's episode, I don't have a music title inspiration. All of the episodes not gonna have one. I want to, but sometimes the topic just don't flow with the actual music title, okay? So y'all forgive me for this week, okay? But today I do want to talk about student loans and how it can affect you in marriage and or a committed relationship. Now, committed, all right? Committed relationship where y'all sharing bills, that type of relationship, okay? Not these flaky ones, okay? Situationships. What was the one Jada had? Dig. I can't even think of the name. I can't even think. But not that, okay? Because I can't think of the name. Entanglement, okay? No entanglements, okay? Committed relationships and or marriage. I had lost my train of thought for a second. Y'all saw that? And so we're going to go ahead and move into the Mindful Money Wellness segment. And once again, like I said, no music title inspiration. But I do want to know if student loans are a deal breaker for you to marry someone. That's the question that I'm asking today and that I want to discuss and I want to analyze because I'm a Capricorn. So I love analyzing details. Okay. That's just like a thing for me because I've been hearing lots of conversations, whether that's on social media or if I'm looking on TV, dating shows, things like that, where people are talking about these types of topics. And so because they dealing with some form of money, finance wise, of course, that's something that I want to bring to the podcast. And so are student loans a deal breaker for you when you are looking to marry someone or be in a committed relationship where y'all are going to be sharing bills? Now, for a lot of people, this is a deal breaker. I ain't even gonna hold you. Okay. They like, nah, I don't want it. I don't need it. I don't need it. That's a song by one of my favorite artists, okay? Almost said the name, but it's a song. But anyways, for some people, it is a deal breaker because student loan debt ain't no punk, okay? Student loans, to me, the devil. Yes, Biden, you supposed to be getting rid of these, okay? I don't even know why we still having these conversations. I'm getting notices in the mail, through email, letting me know that the student loan payment's about to start back up. I don't care. That is y'all. That is above me, okay? Those belong to y'all. They don't belong to me no more, okay? Student loans, they suck. Yes, and we understand. It's the price that we pay for a big majority of us who wanted to go to school and we couldn't pay for school with either our money or all through scholarships and grants, because when you don't have enough money to attend a college and or university, you get student loans, right? And they cost. The interest on them, it feel like it don't stop. All right? I know people who have tons of student loan debt. When I was an underwriter, I've seen someone who had over $300,000 in student loan debt alone just for them. So I understand it sucks. That's the reason why I wanted to discuss this today and see, is student loan debt a deal breaker for you when you are considering marrying someone and or developing a serious relationship, a committed relationship with them where you're going to be sharing some type of bills, because that's all that matters. If you're sharing bills, that's when it comes into play. Okay? And so I want to go ahead and first give y'all my opinion, right? I've lived this life now 36 years, right? And so back in the day, no, I'm not even going to say back in the day. You know what? I can't even say back in the day. I'm just going to go ahead with it. It's not a deal breaker for me. It's not a deal breaker for me at all, because at the end of the day, I want love, okay? I'm a romantic. I'm one of those people where I feel like, God got me anyway. God blesses my finances no matter what's going on, because I done made it through some times, y'all, okay? I always believe that a way is going to be made for me and mine, okay? So I truly believe that if I am with someone and they have student loan debt, that's not going to be a deal breaker for me. I'm just giving you my opinion. It's not, because for me, love conquers over debt. That's just me. All right. I'll have to do an episode on that another time. I've suffered a lot of loss in my life. So for where I'm at right now in my life, student loan debt is not a deal breaker for me. But the conversations that I've been hearing, it's a deal breaker for quite a few people. And I understand that. And before you declare it a deal breaker for you, I want us to analyze 3 questions first, right? 3 questions that you should really get into with your partner before you say, you know what, you got student loan debt, that's a deal breaker for me. All right. And so that first question is, do y'all both have student loan debt, right? Because this is the thing. If one person has student loan debt, all right, that's going to be less than if y'all both have student loan debt. And the reason why you want to look at that is because, once again, 2 student loan payments is going to be more than 1. All right. So in the end, you have to determine if that's going to be something that you're going to want to do for the rest of your life and or the time you're going to be with this person. I'm assuming if you're getting married, y'all trying to do this for the rest of y'all life. Okay. So for the rest of your life is what you're thinking about, or for the time being of those student loan payments, which always seems like, to me, the rest of someone's life. Okay. The next question that you want to analyze with your partner is, are the student loan payments manageable? Right. And so you're probably wondering, what does manageable mean? Because we would all rather not be paying them, right? That's what manageable is for me, not paying them at all. But when I say manageable, are you able to pay your other bills with those student loan payments, whether that's just their payment or that's a payment that y'all both are paying? Are y'all able to make all the rest of your bills? Are you struggling with those payments? Will you struggle with paying for these student loan payments? Okay. Will paying those student loan payments take away from you being able to pay other bills on time? That is something to consider, because if you are deciding to be with someone who has student loan debt and you determine that, yes, these student loans, they're going to put me out, I ain't even going to be able to do it, right? Then y'all have to figure out, how are we going to be able to make a life around this debt that we have? All right. Are we going to do something where we develop some side hustle so we can pay this off a little bit better? Are we going to cut back in some other areas in our life? Because that's all you can do. When you got a lot of money going into one area of your life, you got to cut back on another area of your life. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like student loan debt isn't a deal breaker for me, because we just going to have to cut back in another area. Once again, at the end of the day, I want love. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and say, just because you got debt, I'm a lover. Okay, I want the love at the end of the day. We're going to figure this debt out. All right. And so the last question that you want to analyze together with your partner is, Can you successfully live the life y'all want to live with your student loan payments? And see, this is the thing. With student loans, when you're paying money out to student loans, that's taken away once again from another area in your life, right? And that other area could be vacations. That other area could be your retirement. That other area can be you starting a business. That other area can be you purchasing a home. All right. And so you want to make sure that with these payments, we're going to still be able to live and find a way to live the life that we want to live. And like I just said in the second question, finding a way that we can get money in other ways so that we are able to live the life that we want to live. Because student loan payments, child, let me just say this. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, if you got $500, say you paying $500 a month in your student loan payments, right? That's one payment. All right. For most of us, that's one payment. You add somebody else to the equation, they got a $500 payment. That's $1,000 a month that you paying. That's $12,000 a year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And so you want to make sure that you're looking at those things, figuring out, planning. We have to do more planning especially when it comes to paying off debt, especially student loan debt. Because student loan debt, it just follow you like a bad smell. Ooh, child, bad smells. Woo. Y'all know, okay? And so you want to make sure that you're analyzing these things, because I truly do believe that there is a way that you can still make a relationship work in a marriage, in a committed relationship where you are sharing bills with someone who has student loan debt, because a lot of people have it, y'all. A lot of people. So if you're that person that's like, nope, you can't have this student loan debt. There's so many people out here in this world that have it. I'm not saying that you can't find a person that don't got it. I'm just saying a lot of us got it. All right. And so you don't want to be closing yourself off to a good person just because they have that debt. Now, working on that debt, that's going to be something that y'all are going to have to discuss, because living with it, yes, that's one thing, but finding those ways that you're going to pay it down, that you're going to still be able to create the life that you want, create a full life that you want, you're going to have to come up with some plans. And once again, we need to do more planning when it comes to paying off debt. I guess I'm going to have to go ahead and do an episode on paying off student loan debt. I thought I already had one, but if I don't, next week y'all will see that. Okay, I'm going to talk about paying off student loan debt. All right. And so hopefully this information has given you some new perspective on if student loans are a deal breaker for you or not. Just because, like I said, I think it was on Ready to Love. I'm watching Ready to Love. I watch a lot of dating shows right now, okay? And Ready to Love, I thought I saw that on there where it was this woman. No, it was a guy who asked the woman if she had student loan debt and then said, nah. I believe that that's how it happened. I would have to go back and go watch it. I don't want to be misquoting, but it came up somehow. That's the reason why I started this episode, okay? All right, y'all. I hope that y'all have been liking these shorter episodes. I just been hitting you with the information, getting on up out of there. So I'm hoping that y'all are liking these. Don't forget to continue to listen, share with everybody. Y'all are my evangelists right now, okay? I don't have a marketing department. I don't have anybody else that get these episodes out there. So share it with everybody, okay? Listen, please listen. Make sure that I've been saying subscribe, but I think it's follow. To be honest with you, I don't know. Whatever it is on the podcast platform that you're listening on, whatever it is that will get you the updates and the notifications, hit whatever that is, okay? I don't know if it's subscribing, whatever they call it, make sure you do it. And if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you write a review. Once again, I am posting those reviews on my IG page. I'm at mindfully_rich_podcast. And so that's it, y'all. I don't want to start rambling. I like to get in and get out. So I hope y'all live life mindfully, intentionally, and on purpose. And until next time, when I hit y'all with another one.